During this crazy busy season, one of the dreaded questions is, what's for dinner? I know a lot of times it's easier to go through the drive-through line, but here's a quick and easy dinner that is simple to prepare and delicious to eat. We're going to first start with, I chopped 2 sweet potatoes into just little squares right here, and then I'm going to go the easy route, and I got these from Kroger. It's just already diced up butternut squash. It's in the freezer section, so it's easy to just have on hand. So I'm going to dump these with the sweet potatoes into the bowl, and I'm going to use avocado oil and drizzle some in the bowl. And I'm going to just use my hands to mix this so that they get coated well with the oil. And I have a sheet pan here that has parchment paper because that way it doesn't stick. And I like parchment paper way better than aluminum foil because it doesn't stick, and you just want to reduce your exposure to aluminum. So parchment paper is definitely my choice. So I'm going to just spread that so it's a single layer. And there's just a little bit of butternut squash and some sweet potatoes in there. And I'm going to use Italian seasoning. Just sprinkle that all over the sheet pan. We'll give it a little good flavor. And then I've cut fresh rosemary from my yard. If you don't have it, dried rosemary is fine. I've already washed it, and I just peel it off the opposite way of it growing and just sprinkle it around. It's going to give it some good flavor, and it's also going to smell delicious in the oven. So it's all ready to go in the sheet pan. I've already preheated the oven to 425. I'm going to pop this in for about 20 minutes, and then I'll add the pork chops to the oven and finish cooking everything. Next up, I'm going to make the ranch pork chops. I like to make a homemade ranch seasoning. To do this, I've already mixed it up in the mason jar, but it's 2 teaspoons of sea salt, 4 tablespoons of parsley, 3 teaspoons of dill, 2 teaspoons of chives, 2.5 tablespoons of onion powder, 4 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of pepper, and finally 2 teaspoons of nutritional yeast. So that's already mixed up in my mason jar, ready to go. So I'm going to use a little avocado oil in my pan just to kind of grease it. I'm going to make sure it's all in there. And then layer my pork chops in there. This is so easy, it's silly, but it tastes so yummy. So you want them single layer so they're easy to cook. So you've layered the pork chops. Now I like to drizzle a little bit more olive oil over the top. Just drizzle a little. And then use your homemade ranch seasoning. Just sprinkle on the top. So when the sweet potatoes and butternut squash come out, the timer goes off for them at 20 minutes. I'm going to put this in the oven for another additional 25 minutes in the 425 degree oven, so they both finish at the same time. Okay, so I've pulled out the butternut squash and sweet potatoes, and you can see they've kind of gotten golden brown. And then the ranch pork chops are ready to go. So that was a simple meal that doesn't take a lot of prep or a lot of work, and it's going to be delicious. So my family loves this simple weeknight meal. Just load it up with little vegetables and a side salad, and there you have it.